What is going on, traders? We got a few things to talk about. It's going to be an absolutely insane trading week, so we got to lock in. We got to be prepared. Before we start, like, subscribe, comment just below. Let's get into the video. So Friday in the Discord, I alerted to our members that Monday may be a sell-off into 21,500. We're talking about the NQ here. Here's the chart. This is the type of information you get when you join our Discord. Link will be in the description below. And so right now, after hours, we are witnessing not only the NQ, but the ES, Bitcoin, US 100, so on and so forth. They're all selling off. Not only are they selling off, but they are gapping towards the downside. And so your key levels here is 21,700. Currently, we are below 21,700, but we would like to see NQ reclaim 21,700, and then we could see a move back towards 21,900. You get about 21,900. Chances are heading towards 22,000, and that is your main level that you really want to see NQ reclaim. In regards to downside, you're looking at 21,640, 21,630, give or take. After that, you're looking at a move towards 21,500 range. Okay, so those are your key levels. When we're talking about the NQ, we look at the ES. Yes, we've been talking about this level, right? 6120. We got below 6120. We want to see 6100 hold. If we can't hold 6100, then we're heading towards 6070. All right, 6070. Now, I do imagine once we hit 67 that there is an opportunity for bulls to step in and pretty much recover this market towards the upside, right back towards 21, well, not 20, 6120. And then highest, at least for now, I'm looking at is 6140. So those are your key levels when we're talking about downside. Now, if we're talking about a move back towards the upside, we want to see 6170 get broken above right here where these guys are, all right? Right here where these guys are as well. And so we look at the SPY, right? And so this is what I've been warning about for the past few videos. And of course, I have my naysayers, I have my trolls and everything. And it wasn't me calling a top or anything. It was just me warning that Jerome Powell levels where he originally sold off, bears are very much present in these areas, right? And here, I warned about it here, I warned about it here, and every time I warned about this area between around 598, we saw an absolute sell-off. And right now, we attempted to break above this level. I mean, we got a little bit above it, right? We did obviously make new highs, but once we got a little bit above it, we saw a retest or we saw a breakdown Friday right below this rising channel all over again. And that is how I came to determine that we are going to see some type of sell-off come tomorrow, which is Monday, right? But again, this is what I've been warning about, guys. In order for us to really break above this area right here where Jerome Powell originally sold off the market, I mean, you saw a move all the way from 608 to 579. Lowest we saw was 576, which is where that gap fill was, that double gap fill, right? And so in order for us to really break above this area, I do imagine that we would need Jerome Powell type news that's related to Jerome Powell. And ironic enough, we do have news coming in Friday, right? We have Fed minutes, we have FOMC statement, and then we have FOMC press conference come Wednesday. We also got a bunch of earnings. It's going to be an absolutely insane week, right? But again, this is what I've been warning about, and I hope a lot of you took this warning seriously because, I mean, not only that, but we were just really, really overextended. And this is what I was worried about in the last video, or what I was talking about in the last video, where we're seeing the SPY benefit off of, new highs. We're seeing triple Qs pump towards new highs. It didn't make new highs, but it's trying, right? But we're not seeing big tech pretty much correlate with that move, right? We're just seeing big tech pretty much stay stagnant. We're seeing, a few big tech stocks move, but nothing significant enough for me to believe that this pump towards the upside, towards all-time highs, is really believable. Okay, so that's what I was warning about. All right, this is what I really was. I was really sketchy about this area right here. I mean, I didn't buy it. Big tech wasn't showing me that this move was legit, and look what happened. After hours, we are currently selling off. We saw a massive gap down. And so I do imagine when it comes to the SPY, if this move continues after hours, that we're going to head back towards 598 and retest 598, 600, give or take, before potentially seeing more upside. Now, I will say this much. Let's go to the daily time frame. So something that does bother me, okay? I can't be a complete bull at this point here, okay? Why? Because we're retesting. Well, we retested the bottom of this rising channel, right, on a daily time frame. But not only did we retest it, or I wouldn't even say retest it, we broke into it. But then bears stepped in once again. If we're considering NQ and ES as a legit move, bears have stepped in and rejected. Not only rejected, but broke back below this rising channel. And so that leads me to believe that we may be done with all-time highs, at least for now. Oh, I can't say for sure, but the fact that this happened and we rejected the bottom of this rising channel leads me to believe that we're going to continue back towards the downside, at least start filling these gaps towards the downside. And lowest we can go is 584, guys. Now, I'm not counting on it just yet. We obviously need more confirmation. But the fact that we failed to stay within here, or currently failing to stay within here, just leads me to believe that we may see a lot more downside when it comes to the SPY. Not even just the SPY, but the overall market. So key levels here is 606. You break below 606, which is more than likely considering this move after hours. Then you're looking at a move towards 603. After that, you're pretty much filling this gap at 603. And then your key level, once again, we talk about this level all the time, 598, guys. You break below 598 again. Okay. You break this level again for the fourth time. For the fourth time, right? We talked about this before. You broke below it here, and this is what I warned that the market is going to drop massively. You give up this level. I warned here as well. I warned here. We do it again here. Pack your bags, grab the children. The house is on fire. Renters insurance can't even save you at this point. The insurance company is not even picking up. You're done for. You might get the cardboard box ready. It's over with. All right. If you're a bull. Now, if you're a bear and you just for some reason got puts Friday, then you get that Lamborghini ready. All right. Get that Lamborghini. Get some jet fuel for your new jet. It's about to get crazy if you break below 598. So you really want to see 598 hold again. Now, if you break below 598, all right, it gets pretty illiquid. You're looking at a move towards 594. After that, 592. Now, I will say it's a pretty tight range in this area, so bulls will have plenty of opportunities to step in. After that, you give up 589. You're heading towards that gap fill at 584, and then chances are that there's a good chance, all right, there's a good chance you're going to make lower lows at that point. I'm not counting on it just yet. We want more confirmation, but yeah, 589, 598 is your first key level you want to see hold. After that, 589 is where you want to see hold next. So that's what I'm looking at for the SPY. Triple Qs, 529. We held above it Friday. Things were looking good Friday. I will have to admit that. Okay, things were looking really good Friday. Now, considering this move after hours, we could be gapping below 529. We're more than likely going to do that. After that, you're looking at a move towards 526. You give up 526. You want to see 524 after that. And then after 524, chances are you're heading towards 520. Your key level that you really, really want to see hold here is 518. Okay, 518. If 518 fails, then you're looking at a move towards 515. 515 gives up. Pack your bags. It's going to get domestic. All right, it's going to get domestic. Your mom, dad, they're going to get into it. Dad's not coming back with the milk. All right, it's going to get bad. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at for the triple Qs in regards to downside. In regards to upside, 534. You want to get above 534, then you're heading towards previous highs at around 539, 538, give or take. After that, obviously, you break above that, you're heading towards new highs for the Qs. All right, so this is what I've been warning about. All right, this is what I warn about when I'm talking about elevator up, and you're seeing just an elevator up, right? We talk about this all the time. What you want to see when it comes to upside and downside is you want to see an elevator down and a staircase up. You do not want to see an elevator up. All right, you just don't want to see that. All right, I know it's hard to believe the market drops if you're perma bullish or you always screaming bullish, but when you're seeing an elevator up and you're seeing no type of structure, like barely any structure. I mean, I wouldn't even consider this a structure. This is a bunch of liquid moves back and forth, right? But when you're seeing moves like this should scare you as a trader. All right, as an investor, you love these moves. But in regards to trading, moves like this you should not like if you're bullish. All right, if you're bullish short term, you got to be careful when it comes to things like this. All right, so that's what I've been talking about in the last few videos, right? Where you just don't want to see moves like this. Simple as that. Now, we built structure up here, and that was fine. But again, we stopped right above below, or yeah, right below Jerome Powell levels, right? We stopped right below this area right here, where Jerome Powell originally sold off. And that is why I posted in the Discord, letting everyone know that we might just see a sell-off come tomorrow because of where we stopped. We stopped right below Jerome Powell's levels. He originally sold off the market. All right, so let's talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin's fine for now. I will say that much. Like I said in the last video or so, it's probably just going to keep trading in this range. As long as it holds this level of 99K, you're fine. I would say that the market is fine as long as Bitcoin holds here as well. So I mean, again, you'll probably just see something like this over and over. It's going to be pretty annoying. I mean, I really don't know what to make of this. I guess you could call this a symmetrical triangle. It's hideous, but it's something, right? Where you have your trend there, and then you have another trend somewhere around here. But even then, it looks like you're attempting to break below. Yeah, you already broke below it. So yeah, Bitcoin, chances are Bitcoin's going to head lower at this point. I just did that in real time for you guys. So yeah, Bitcoin broke below the symmetrical triangle, currently retesting it. Chances are Bitcoin is heading back towards the 99K, which is pretty much a bad sign for the market if you're talking about a leading indicator. So that leads me to talk about the VIX, and I warned about this in the last video or last few videos as well, right? The VIX, despite the SPY pumping, and I talked about this, despite the SPY pumping towards the upside and triple Qs pumping towards the upside, the VIX was just consolidating here, right? It was just consolidating at this gap fill. And that's what made me very uneasy when it came to this upside that was happening. Not only the VIX, but you're talking about the Mag 7. The Mag 7, you got Tesla selling off, you got Apple selling off, you had Nvidia selling off, right? And so when you're seeing stuff like that, you have to be cautious. You have to really side eye things, because if the big tech is not making new highs or even attempting to get close to new highs, moves like this is very, very scary, right? So we gotta pay attention to these types of things. And right now, ES is currently trying to break below 6,100, guys. So that's pretty much what I have for this video. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow because we are in a ton of IW inputs. At least I am. So I'm looking forward to see how our IW inputs play out. We definitely loaded up puts at 229. So if you want access to these plays, guys, Discord link is in the description below. Yeah, I appreciate everyone who's been joining. But let me know you guys' thoughts. All right, let me know you guys' thoughts in the comments below. Is this a legit sell-off, or do you think it's a dip buying opportunity? Just keep it respectful as always. Do you agree with me? If you don't agree with me, let me know as well. Just, have a solid reason versus just calling me a clown or something like that. And other than that, that's really all I have for this video, guys. Earnings this week is going to be crazy as